Hey friends, Rob Phoenix, Powwow Guy here. Real quick video. I wanted to show you about making an herbal tincture. And tinctures are an alcohol-based herbal blend of herbs and alcohol, often used for more profound effects. I found that they give more immediate effects depending on what you're making. Generally speaking, a tincture comes in these little brown amber glass jars, and then they have these droppers to administer. A lot of times if you're prescribed a tincture, you'll put 10 to 20 drops, or maybe like half a dropper full, in a cup of orange juice or water, or hot tea even, up to 3 times a day to get the maximum benefits from it. The reason I'm making a rosemary tincture today, because rosemary has properties that can help reduce pain. So these are rosemary is very good for pain reduction. And recently I had some mouth pain due to some dental surgery, and I found that my over-the-counter stuff wasn't working. So I thought, let me use what nature has provided for me. So making a tincture is very simple. You need your dried herb. You can also use fresh herb, but I don't care for that as much because fresh herb retains moisture in it, which can cause the herb to go rancid. So it's better to use the dried herb. That's a lot more potent too. Generally speaking, if you're using fresh herb, you need at least twice as much as you do of dried herb. So just stick with the dried herb. You can get dried rosemary anywhere. You just kind of want to just crush it up just a little bit gently with your fingertips, all right, just to help to release some of those oils and natural properties. You need a brand new clean jar. You're going to fill the jar with your rosemary, your dried rosemary, a little bit more than halfway. Yeah, it's a little more than halfway. I'm sorry, this is so far away. This is the best I could do. So you fill it up halfway, and then you're going to take a clear vodka. Now, different herbs require different strengths of alcohol. Generally speaking, you can get all the properties of rosemary out with just 60 proof vodka. All I have on hand is 80 proof vodka, so that will work. It doesn't take quite as long. Normally, a tincture sits in a jar with its vodka between 6 to 8 weeks. Because I'm using a slightly stronger vodka, I'm just going to leave it for 6 weeks, and that's it. So this, you can't really see, this is McLaughlin Distillery. This is a vodka made here in Pennsylvania. Terrible for drinking. It's meant to be drunk, but no, it just has a weird taste. I'm not a fan of this vodka, but rather than dump it out, I'm going to use it to make a tincture. And that won't matter because the flavor will change. It will be flavored by the rosemary. So you're going to take this and you're going to fill your jar to the top with your clear vodka. All right, fill it up pretty close to the top. All right, so the whole jar is full. You can kind of push some of that down there. Now here's what you're going to do. Since you're using a metal lid, take a piece of parchment paper or wax paper, put that over it, and then put the lid on over that. That will prevent the alcohol from rusting the cap of your jar. It can be a little tricky, but there you go. It'll go on. All right. So I'm going to walk closer to the camera. So you see in here you have it's vodka, clear vodka, rosemary, and then just put this wax paper over it before you put the cap on. Give it a good shake. Now you're going to store this, okay, for 6 weeks. You want to store this for 6 weeks. Give it a shake every day, every other day, as much as you remember to do it. Give it a good shake. Do not put this in sunlight, okay? You want it somewhere dark where it's not going to freeze or, get cold or too hot or whatever. Keep it out of direct sunlight, all right? So just give it a shake. I'm going to put it in our pantry just here. And after 6 weeks is up, you're going to open it up. You're going to strain all the liquid out of it. You can use muslin or cheesecloth. And then you're going to store it in these little jars. I already have jars ready, you see, for my rosemary tincture. When I put it in these jars, I have several of these already made up with my labels. I'll put the date that it was bottled. Generally speaking, a tincture can last 7 or 8 years. Just be careful, you don't want any moisture to get in there, which is why it's important to keep it covered tight, because moisture can cause the herb to go rancid. You don't want that. So yeah, alcohol-based tincture. That's it. It's alcohol and the herb. Shake it up, 6 weeks. Strain it, put it in these amber jars, and then, generally speaking, it's about a half a dropper full 3 times a day. In something like orange juice, even hot tea. Some people drink just water, or you could just put it directly under your tongue if you need a more immediate effect, especially with a pain relief tincture. So there you go. Hope that was helpful. Super easy. Don't be discouraged by things like tinctures, and these amber jars are very cheap. You can get them on Amazon. I think I got 24 bottles for $20. And it's prime. It's in 2 days. So really easy to get the stuff you need. That's it. Start making your tinctures. You'll be glad you did. All right. Love you guys. God bless you. And we'll talk soon.